heard about financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting. But there are some other types of accounting apart from this type of accounting. So friends, this is SK Sharma and we are discussing on MCO 05, and this video is specially designed for IGNOU MCOM students who are going to give the exams in July 2022. And in this video I will be telling you about the three types of accounting. Okay, and this you are likely to get questions from this. बहुत important है, हर साल हर टर्म एंड एग्जाम्स में यहाँ से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, either maybe in short notes or long questions. So friends, video okay guys, this video में मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा कि how, like, what is this human resource accounting, and very few people know about this type of accounting because it is very recent origin, very new concept, and generally in the examination, the examiner's favorite questions are hot topics, very new topics, latest topics. So that is their motto, to test the students with new knowledge. So let's see what is human resource accounting. As we know friends, what is human resource? Human resource, like the people, the productive people who are working for a firm, right? So they are human resource. And sometimes these are also regarded as an asset for the company, because it is the people who are doing the work for the company who takes the company to new heights. So without manpower, without a good team, an organization cannot think of success. It cannot achieve its desired goals. So it is very important for a financial manager to use the human resources effectively. So that is what we are studying in human resource accounting. Let's see, I have written few important lines about human resource and you can expand after that, right? The first, the costs incurred by a firm on human resource, the cost incurred by a firm to recruit, select, hire, train and develop human assets, economic value of people to the organization. That means human resource accounting refers to the accounting which finds out the cost incurred by a company to recruit, to select, to train, to develop the employees. Because whenever a company places first advertisement is given for recruitment, then there are interviews. Then after the selection of employees, there are training programs. So all these processes, functions involve costs, expenses, which are borne by the company. So human resource accounting, the main object of this accounting is to find the cost of all these functions. So once your concept is clear, you can write. You can write a lot. You can write a novel on that. Right? So let's see. The main objects of human resource accounting: to find the cost of employing people, that is very clear, in the recruitment, selection, training, development. So all these functions are expensive. The company has to spend a lot of money on all these functions. So a separate type of accounting is prepared only for human resource. So that is what we call human resource accounting. To provide information about the effectiveness of human resource utilization, how the human resource has been utilized by the company, and what are the expenses that has been incurred by the company for a employee, right? So their wages, salaries, bonus, there are a lot of incentives given to employee. So all these are added up to the cost. उसकी cost हम निकाल सकते हैं. So वही होता है human resource accounting में. And to develop human resource, because without their development an organization cannot grow. To plan and manage human resource, planning, management again is very important, because maybe to manage a group of staff you need some specialist manager or expert to employ, and again to employ managers you have to incur expenses. So here and there, everywhere there are expenses, there are costs. So as a financial manager, you must know the different costs associated with the different functions. Then the status of human asset. What is their status? Like, the employees whose productivity efficiency is better than others. There are some employees who are not working properly. So this is also the function of human resource accounting, to find out like the most effective employees, the employees who are working very hard, and the employees who are not working instead. Right? So these are the major concepts of human resource accounting. This is about environmental accounting. This is also known as green accounting. Now this is also a very new concept. It only developed in 1990s, where the people, the scientists, they started to realize that this pollution created by industries and organizations, like how they are making the people's living very hard. Okay, so it was decided that a separate type of accounting has to be done by every organization to protect the environment of the world. So this type of accounting is known as environmental accounting. Let's see a few important concepts about this. It is defined as accountant's contribution towards environmental sensitivity in the organization. Now these two words, environmental sensitivity, like our environment is very sensitive, and we should not pollute at any cost. To make a better living, to make a better world, we should realize that our activities, especially the industries and factories, how they affect the climate. Okay, so it is defined as the accountant's contribution, how the accountant contributes towards the sensitivity of the environment. Then it focuses on social responsibility of the business. As we know that there are many responsibilities of business, and among them one of the major responsibility is social responsibility towards society, how the business can help the society. So this is one way. Fine. Then this concept was introduced in 1990, as I told you now. The object is to protect the environment. Cost of environmental cost of natural resources. Natural resources, there are many natural, like water, air, minerals. So as a business firm, you should use these resources judiciously. You should not waste the resources at any cost. And if we are wasting the resources, now every resource has a cost, and that cost is determined by green accounting. So this is what we are all about, this concept, right? Forecast of potential environmental impact of activities. Whatever the activities, if you have a factory, you are doing production, fine, very good. You are using the resources. Now what is the impact on the environment? So that must be forecasted. If I will produce polythene bags, this will be the impact on the environment. So those have a cost. In accounting, उसकी हम एक cost निकाल सकते हैं. So that is called environmental accounting, and we study in this type of accounting. Then provision of environmental risks, costs, contingencies, ecological data, environmental policies and targets. So these are the basic, these are all the functions. These are all the functions of, environmental accountant. Okay, maybe this concept is not very popular in India, but in Western countries, this concept is very popular. And these are all the things that the accountant has to prepare. That is environmental risks, okay, the cost of environmental risk, the contingencies. Contingencies means the uncertainty. The uncertain events like tsunami, earthquakes. So these are uncertain events which occur due to environmental pollution. Okay, then ecological data. So this data is also provided by the accountant. This is his responsibility. Then he has to prepare the policies on environment, how the company will operate, and how many trees and plants will be grown near the factories and offices. So all these are decided by this fellow accountant. And what are the potential targets and how these targets are to be achieved. Okay, so these are the major functions of a green accountant. One more type of accounting जो शायद आप लोगों ने अभी तक कभी सुना नहीं होगा, and that is responsibility accounting. ये वर्ड से ही सनसनी फैल जाती है बॉडी में, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. सो ये कौन सी टाइप की अकाउंटिंग है? हम लोगों ने सुना है मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग, कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग, मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अकाउंटिंग? फ्रेंड्स, generally this type of accounting is used in budgets. When we prepare a budget for say production, so you have to set certain standards of cost. Okay, this should be the cost of production, and one person is appointed specifically by the company to control the cost. He will look after the production cost. So generally this is possible in case of a large companies, and basically that person will be asked to control the cost, because in the budgets we prepare a cost of a product. Okay, one particular cost, say for example mobile phone. So the expected cost should be 10,000 rupees. So now the responsible accountant will be given a job to make that cost below 10,000, not above that. And if the cost crosses 10,000 rupees, that means he will be asked questions. Why? What are the reasons why the cost is it's increasing? Why? So friends, this is all about that. So let's see. I have written few lines about this. Specific individuals are made responsible to control the cost. If cost increases, he will be responsible. He will be asked questions. Responsibility is given based on knowledge and experience or expertise of the people. Because a newcomer, a new employee cannot do this work. So the responsible person should be appointed for this task. Now, what are the advantages? First, a good system of control can be established in the organization. Okay, there are many controlling techniques. So, responsibility accounting can also control the costs and minimizes the wastage of resources. It helps to compare the actual cost with budgeted cost. It's very simple, because the accountant will record all the actual costs incurred in manufacturing a product and the budgeted cost. So easily we can make a comparison. Fine. It reduces the cost and also controls the cost. The company can identify what are the sources from where the company can control, can reduce the cost. Fine. So that is very advantageous. Then it helps in pricing the product. Because once the company knows that this is the actual cost of production, so accordingly it can plan out its pricing strategy. It helps in pricing the product, to fix the price of the product. What should be the price? Right. And lastly, to produce better quality product. So always it is not necessary that you cannot produce goods at the cost. You have to maintain the quality, because this is a world of quality and the consumers are very, very conscious about quality. So a company should not compromise on quality to reduce the cost. So friends, that's all in this video, and I hope these questions will again strike in these exams. Okay, and I have got all the PDFs of MCO 05, all the important questions. If you wish to buy them, you can message me through my Telegram channel, the link of which is provided in the description box. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video with another set of important questions. Till then, goodbye.